see a live. I don't see a new live stream. The only one I see is that minute and 30 one we just did. I don't see a new one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Alright. So Lord willing, we get to running. Okay. So alright, we're back on. Go ahead.
Revelation 12:1.
Alright, like we were saying, like because he's about to bring out an article about America and Rome, basically how the downfalls are very similar to each other. All right, because first of all, America is Rome. Rome is America. Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Revelation 12:1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another.
Is that the right one? Or is it 13?
13. It might be 13. Yeah, 13.
So
It says
13.
13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea.
Right. All you motherfuckers, all right, behind that little YouTube shit, flag the Most High, Yahweh Shine Shine, it's gonna fucking destroy you, man. All right, you, your family, your fucking kids, all right, your nieces, your fucking aunts. Go on here, man.
You ain't cut back on until you start throwing up curses.
Yeah, man. The Most High is gonna fucking destroy your asses, man.
Oh, yeah.
It says, the next verse, and they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying...
No, you can stop right there.
Okay.
Get the article.
Okay, cool. Right, it says, unfortunately, feminism and future is an oxymoron. It says, as it seems to be unsustainable on the long run. Based on past history, it appears that a civilization that embraces feminist values will cease to exist in just a few centuries.
And there's no value in feminism. That's something that's really feminism is coming to bite these women in the ass, man.
Yeah.
All right. Because it says, what is that in the scriptures? It says that what man should not be alone.
Yeah.
Same with women.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Especially you fucking black women.
Yeah. And she's been took out of her element because that's what that whispering was in the garden.
And find that scripture when the Lord quoted that to Adam. All right. Because really, you women, you supposed to have men. All right. You supposed to be you're just older kids, man. All right. Who that's able to have sex at a certain age and fucking have babies, man. All right.
John.
You're fucking meant to be ruled over, okay? Dominated, okay? Told what to do.
That's what that means. All right, this is Genesis 2:18. He said, "The Lord power said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet."
Yeah. So you're supposed to be up under a man.
Yeah.
You know. So feminism, that's bugged out, man.
Yeah.
That's a doctrine totally of this present world, man.
Yeah.
You know. Now you got bitches down with cats. No man.
Yeah.
You got women in their 30s that can't even can't get a good looking woman. Can't keep one.
Yeah. Well, gave them over to that because they started practicing it because it wasn't always like that. But now we going into Isaiah, was that 4:14? These women won't be able to get a man. Now that you want one, you're not gonna get it. You're gonna just be, hey, what Kevin Simon, your ass gonna die fucking alone, man. Your ass is fit for fucking destruction. Period.
But let's go back into that article.
It says,
then we hit that scripture.
It says, based on past history, it appears that a civilization that embraces feminist values will cease to exist in just a few centuries. This is why we have never seen a feminist civilization aside from very short spans at the end of the Roman Empire and possibly a few other more ancient civilizations. Reading the history of the Roman Empire brings such glaring similarities with our own civilization. It is as if human social dynamics are literally stuck in a cycle that repeats every couple thousand years.
Hey, because Because what? A lie has to be repeated.
You
man.
know what? You know what? When you read the scriptures, it's against feminism.
Yeah.
That's why Paul was getting on them damn Corinthians.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Because they had the women speaking, that you're trying to be leaders, man.
Yeah.
All right. And Paul said, "Well, I suffer not a woman to
Teach,
Now
yeah.
get that real quick, man.
Like that.
Nor to what use authority over a man.
Yeah.
All right. And that's another reason why this place is falling, man. You got a woman in fucking office. You know, you got a woman in office, the vice president. You know, she's in office, ruling. All right. We got women on fucking pedestals, man. Go ahead, man. So what? You got something to say?
Yeah. I forgot I was to say something.
You know, but
Oh, I remember that.
look, but that's a sign of America going down, man. That's a sign of America going down. Women being empowered.
Yeah, and that's the doctrine of the serpent. Like when the serpent came to Eve, he basically gave her a form of feminism.
Yeah.
All right, you can look. Here's another way outside of the order of the Most High. All right, and then it's the same thing. Remember that video we watched a while ago with Rabbi Finkelstein?
Mm-hmm.
They designed destroying the family household and taking power away from the man and manipulating the woman. They said if they by implementing their plans of giving you rights and separating you from your man, that by the time you realize that you needed a man that should be the one when no one wants you.
Yeah.
And by the time women finally realize that, if they actually do come to the realization, they be past childbearing and past what men value about them, their beauty. The women, the scriptures always talking about women for beauty and what's the other one? And submissiveness to their husband.
Yeah.
That's always the main thing that the scriptures gave women praise for.
Yeah, you got women plus 30, no kids.
Yeah.
No kids, man. That's really a shame.
That's a shame.
That's that. Well,
That's shame.
it was that. Yeah, because it was actually
in the ancient world. That was down upon.
You cursed.
You was cursed.
From the Lord.
That was looked down upon in the scriptures, man. You know, and I can show you, which I'm gonna grab a couple of examples. All right, but women that was actually barren, they prayed to the Lord for a child.
Yeah, for a child. Yeah,
for a child, man.
A man child at that.
Yeah.
You know.
Now today's society, it's a so-called flex to not have children.
Yeah.
Yes.
30 girl, 27 girl with no kids. Like that's a fucking good thing. I mean, what a fucking bread. But that's what that was that doctrine, man.
Who got this scripture though?
I got it. Yeah, this is 1 Timothy 2:12. He said, "But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man."
Yeah, see, so the Bible is against feminism.
Yeah.
Man. All right, the Bible is against feminism, man. All right, go ahead. Read it over again.
But he said, but 1 Timothy 2:12. But I suffer not a woman to teach.
Right, so you shouldn't even be teaching, especially a man. If a woman is teaching something, he should be teaching what all the young women. All right, how to be women, basically. You need what's that? The book of Titus. Yeah, you know, like you said, guide the household. You know?
Love your husband.
Love your husband. All right, don't be a whore. You know.
Yeah. Love your kids.
Love your kids.
Busybody. Other men's matter. You know, crazy, bro. And that's crazy because everything he was naming is exactly what they fucking do now. You know, bitch, as soon as the man go off the road, that bitch go on next door to go talk and smoke and do some other shit. Then when the man, about an hour before he come home, she running home and clean up and shit like she been doing that shit all fucking day.
If she cleaned up.
Fuck out of here, man.
We still got more on that verse.
Yeah. He said, but to be, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Yeah, but to be in silence, man. All right, and that's all we need from you is a shh. Especially you women that's actually coming into this truth.
Yeah.
We don't need no extra words from you.
Yeah.
We need you to shh. All right.
Yeah.
And because you didn't did enough, you spoke to the serpent. You should have shut the hell up. You know.
Yeah.
The only thing we need from you is this. All right. Scripture says what? Let the woman learn in silence, what? With all subjection.
Yeah.
All right.
And this part too is good. This verse 13, he said, "For Adam was first formed."
Yeah.
All right. So that was spiritually that he was the head, man. And then Eve.
because men don't need women.
That's right.
When the Lord created Adam, he was good. But Adam, the Lord gave Adam a woman just because the Lord had compassion on him. Like all the other beasts got a mate. Let me give him a mate. He didn't necessarily need one.
That's crazy because I seen the chick do a video of that. She said this man had a good ass job, doing this shit, had a place to live, all this shit, and he made us from him. He said, how the hell are we gonna rebel against that? It's crazy, but it was true, man, because he was straight. He was straight, but the Lord said, hey, man, I don't want him to be alone, so he gonna make him a help me.
You know what? But with this feminism thing, like, man is not getting married. They'd rather collect that pension, and you know, and order a couple of whores here and there, and just die and leave their money to their kids or something.
What's that group that you got? Men
going their own way.
I don't know. You said it's a group where they said they hate women so much. It's a group that you said it was called.
Oh yeah, we were part of that group.
No, it was actually it's a nation group where they hate women so much. They I think they choose not to deal with them. They do basically that. They just deal with wars or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Well, you got two groups. You got one group called Men Going Their Own Way, MGTOW, which is basically telling men focus on yourself, get in shape, get your money up, and women to come. Then you got this group called Inceldom, which is involuntary celibacy. It's basically guys that not as attractive, but they make money, but they kind of like socially awkward, don't know how to talk to women, and they basically don't want to be virgins, but they are virgins.
Right.
And they hate women, and they hate guys that get women. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you get a society like that, where the women choose they mate, you got a small percentage of men having his pick of the litter, because women think that most men out here having sex. That's not true, bro. Because the average woman want a certain man, and that type of man is only a small percentage of him.
Small percentage.
And you and you feel like you settling with if you fat, you overweight, you got a job working at Target or whatever, but you too good for the guy working in the stock room at Target. That's a little chubby too.
Yeah.
And that's what you get when fathers ain't choosing the mates for their women, like the scriptures say.
Because that's that warp understanding, man. Because you want the best, but you ain't the best. How the fuck is that? The fuck?
Oh, I got something, baby.
Man, bro, this is a twisted ass society, man.
It is.
I mean, twisted as hell.
Got perfect scripture for it. Isaiah 29 and 16. It says, surely your turning of things upside down will be esteemed as the potter's clay. All right, like so. These women being empowered, all right, having say so they act like the Lord ordained it, you know, right? Like it was actually meant to fucking need money too. No, only thing you need to know is know how to blow good rod and take care of kids, all right, and fucking bake a pie. That's it, man. You know. And some of you can barely do some of you can't do neither one of those. You know?
Won't do it. Won't do it.
Yeah.
You know? But was any more to that?
No, that was it.
10 titles.
Go ahead.
I remember that one time.
Titus.
Remember that one time we read that woman, the scripture in Isaiah where it says a woman shall surpass a man. She was like, yeah, see, that's a good thing. He was like, no, that's not a good thing.
I do remember that.
She was at camp.
Yeah, we was in camp. We was in Chicago.
We read the scripture. She said, see, see, the Lord said we're going to surpass you. I was like, no, that's like, whatever. All right. This is Sirach chapter 26 and verse 6. It says, but a grief of a heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. A drunk woman and a.
Now I said a yoke. Now when some yoke together, it got to go the same direction.
Yep.
That's the only way it's gonna work. But if it's going to and fro, you got no order, and that's how it is And that's why a lot of men are becoming perpetual bachelors. All right, why be tied down to this woman that's not getting order? If we supposed to be yoked together going one direction, you can't be pulling left if I'm pulling right.
Yeah.
I can have fun with you,
bro. I walked in the bank today, and she going to do my little shit, and the chick came, and I was waiting for the girl who does the banking, and the chick came over, what you drinking? I said, oh man, it's a smoothie I just made. I said, I made it myself, but I went to Georgetown Market, so I gave her the recipe, and she was like, oh wow, yeah, that ginger and cinnamon ain't gonna do it for me. I said, but that's good for you. So, bro, she said, yeah. I said, you gonna want it because it don't taste good? But the fucking smoothie was fire, the motherfucker. I said it tastes like ice cream. Bitch didn't want nothing yet, and she's diabetic.
That's why.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I boxed it.
I said, wait a minute, why the fuck?
Diabetic and
I said, I'm telling her, I said, you need to get on a fucking regimen. I said, man, you sickly? You know, you got a base. She said, my daughter don't eat meat. She eats a lot of vegetables and shit. I said, well, that's good, but you gotta lead by example. The fuck? I said, eventually she gonna start eating that shit. But the woman didn't. She only wanted shit to taste good, man. I'm like, fuck, you know, and that's that warp ass understanding, man. Hey, what's the scripture says? She that liveth in pleasure, man.
I met plenty of women like that.
Yeah, man, don't want that, bro. I told you, Miss Netta said that at school. I was at work, man, and she said, "Ah, here you go again, eat that healthy shit." She said, "I don't want nothing healthy." I was like, God damn. That older like, bro, body banging. She was an older chick, but I was like, that shit ain't gonna last. That bitch gonna die of a fucking heart attack, man.
It stank. Go ahead.
It says, this is a drunk woman and a gatherer abroad causing great anger, and she would not cover her own shame.
Right, that gathering abroad, always traveling, man.
Yeah.
Women always want to go somewhere, going out to eat, want to be seen of multiple men.
That's what happened. That's how the serpent got to her. That's why she was gathering abroad. You know, the man wasn't there. All right. That's why, what does it say? If the strong man is not there, you grab that real quick. It's in the book of Matthew. You know, and that's how Esau was able to come, you know, in the household. All right, first he kicked the man out, all right, and then he straight up, you know what I'm saying, warp the damn nigga woman's mind. Hey, you know, and he was like, look, I'm gonna push him up out of there, all right, then I'm gonna straight up corrupt her, you know.
Yeah, and he did it twice. He did it in the scriptures with the spiritual. Then he turned back around years later and did it again with his welfare system. Mm-hmm. Kicked the man out of the house. They said, I'm gonna pay this bitch, I'm gonna pay her a motherfucking check and keep his ass out of there. And they worked their fucking mind again, man. This thing is perpetual, man. It goes over and over and over, man.
It's a spiritual, because even in slavery, you know, Eve made a covenant with this devil, man. Yeah. You know? She seen this devil, because women follow power. Yeah. You know, so she seen this devil he had rule over us, all right? Yeah. So what? She went towards his way, man. And what's that movie? Roots, when he came back.
Fanta.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What's her name? Fanta.
But basically, she pushed dude off, man.
And
you know what I'm saying? Like, no, Roots get that away from her. It was Roots. It was Roots. I can't think of. I think it was Kunta?
It was Kunta. He found her. He was like, let's run away and all of that. She was like,
no.
She was dealing with Master.
Yeah. She was in the house. Mm-hmm. That's all you women are. You a bunch of
really give up that box and talk about
house niggas. Yeah. The nigga woman is a house nigga. All right. The nigga woman is the ultimate house nigga. All right. That's who's the real coon. All right. The fucking ultimate coon is the black woman. All right.
Yeah, because they said with the welfare system, even when they started getting employment again, that in the black household, the welfare still went up. Because the women didn't want it, they got a taste of that freedom, not being under the man's authority. Yeah. Not having to listen to the man, and then they was like, well, we'll just be on welfare. Mm-hmm. We ain't got to be up under you.
Yeah. Yes, what was it?
I think he knows that.
No. Then we grab that. Go ahead.
Matthew 12 and 29. It says, or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods?
Who's a strong man, all right? Who's the strongest man on the earth? It's an Israelite man. All right? Nobody, look, ain't nobody fucking with us on nothing, man. All right, you can't whoop our ass, man. All right, hey, man, one Jake can beat up 7 Edomites, man.
Yeah,
all right, I see it on video, man.
Yeah,
one Jake will fucking demolish 7 Edomites, man. Go ahead.
It says, and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man.
Yeah, that's you. Let me get him out the house, you know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then he will spoil his house.
And then he will spoil his house, man. Go ahead. Was that it? Like, they will spoil. Like, you want to get that? We will go back into that article.
It says the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Hey, the fucking eyelid, the fucking, we call it paintbrushes, whatever.
Just read
Butterfly
down.
wings.
Butterfly wings.
Jake just blazing the nigga woman.
And then, you know what, and wear them motherfuckers. You know, and the purpose of makeup or whatever used to be to like hide a blemish or something. These motherfuckers cake so much they have a fucking mask on. That's a Halloween mask. Then you wake up and shit, bitch look fucked up. You like,
I see videos of that.
like what the
Oh,
fuck?
the hideous women. Put
Yes,
makeup
man.
in.
Oh, they did it on what's the
person.
name? They'll do it before and after. Bitch look fucked up, blemishes and shit, and the bitch be look fine the motherfucker when she got on that makeup on.
Yeah. And then it's crazy because I seen the same dude made a point. He just showed like 3 videos of the women doing all that and shit, and then he was like, this same woman will get mad and she'll get a good looking dude, get him, and then she'll take him home, and he got a small penis. He just have a small rod. She'll get fucking pissed,
pissed off,
kick him out and shit. But you had kicked up all his makeup when you looking like what did he say? I forgot what he said. He said you looking like such up under all that makeup, but you get mad when you take on a dude and he don't got the desirable rod size that you want.
Right.
You know?
All you need, whatever.
Anyways, it says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her.
That's the thing. Like, she's shameless.
Yeah.
All right. That's how that's why she need a fucking certain ride.
Yeah.
You know, because she's shameless, man.
Yeah.
She'd had so many of them.
She had so many of them.
She need a 12-inch.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Go ahead.
It said, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself.
So like it's a quote, right? It says because you're reading that article, it says you can by the condition of a nation.
Oh yes,
the women. Yeah, you know. We're going to ask it.
Okay. It says, lest she abuse herself through over much liberty.
Right, through over much liberty, and that's the thing, and that's what's killing you, women. Liberty.
Yep.
All right, you're meant to be under somebody, man.
Yep.
All right, not over somebody, but under somebody. All right.
That's why college
Right.
is so prestigious. Like you can go get all types of box there. You know, in college, how can I say, not era, but college time, whatever. By the time you go to college, or shit, even so in the 20s or 30s, go to college. It's extremely easy to get a woman. You know, where you can meet a female that day and get it that day, because around that era, around that freshman, sophomore, that's the most freedom that these women ever had. You know, this is what they was up under their parents for so long, high school, birth. You know, now when they went to college, they actually get a taste of freedom and they do what they want. That's their liberty. You know,
you're not a wicked woman liberty together.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's the most promiscuous stage they're in, man.
Their whole phase.
And
you got movies like American Pie to kind of push that agenda even more. You know, so when they look at these movies, like, oh well, if everybody's doing it, then I don't feel so bad. You know, where, and then eventually when they get a husband or something later on down the line, she has to tell them about, oh man, my college years. Well, how college
but
years is.
they following after the so-called white, these white women. Every white woman is not loose though.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot of these white women, hey, they end up with husbands.
Yeah.
Hey, like Kevin Samuel said, white women go to college and get husbands.
Yeah, they do. They do. And they will follow him. They will follow. Hey, look, when he doing this, blah blah. I'm gonna put my career on hold and go with my man.
Y'all get pregnant in college and y'all have to go back home to mama.
Go back home to mama. Yeah,
you know?
And be a real big hoe.
Or just get a plethora of abortions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you want to have kids, you can never have them.
But they come on slow.
You done messed yourself up, man.
Well, or Esau mess them up and tell them, oh, you got cysts on your ovaries. You gotta take them out. And I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Take your engine out.
You your ass overall.
Benjamin Disraeli said that he said you can tell the strength of a nation by the women behind its men.
Mm-hmm.
Read that over again.
You can tell the strength of a nation.
You can tell the strength of a nation. Hey, what it say in it says America that how it became its
And women.
Yeah, grab that real quick, man. You know, read that over again.
You can tell the strength of a nation
Mm-hmm.
by the women behind its men.
And that's true, man. Because women are out of order in this society, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you can go out right now. If you decide to go out at 2:00 in the morning, you won't really see you'll see a woman walking before you see a man.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll see more women walking than men out. Going to the gas, going to the store.
Yep. I work at night. I see them all the time.
Yeah.
Out.
Sometimes
Did you wonder, like, when you watch these shows, fucking, what you call it, Apostle Rick always bring it up. Forensic files, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of them cases be fucking women, man. Buried somewhere. They found you 20 years later. 10 years later.
Yeah, there's so many thousands of black women that's missing
Yeah.
between the ages of what, like 16 and 30, 35, like the prime age.
Yeah.
So many of them missing all over America.
Most of the women that's actually sex trafficking is you Israelite women.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, you fucking Puerto Ricans, you fucking Mexicans. All right, you Haitian women, okay?
Yeah.
You Negro women, especially them Haitian women.
Yeah.
All right, because there's actually a hub over there in Haiti. All right, Haiti, it's a field day over there. They can just snatch a Levite up over there. You know. Go ahead, man.
want that.
Was I reading?
I
read the quote.
Yeah.
Weak as women,
Yeah.
y'all become as women.
Yeah.
I got that.
Now become as women. Because why? You got women ruling, man. And you got what? Homosexuality running rampant over here in America, man. All right? Women got all the power. When they call the police on you, you can put out your own house. But yet, man, they can't even cook. Go ahead, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 29. It says, "And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without habitation."
And that's the whole thing with the article that the brother got, you know, is what? Rome in America, all right?
And they got Babylon in there too.
And Babylon, all right? All the different similarities, man. All right? How that's how you know we don't play with the scriptures, man. Because the same thing that's actually happened in those different kingdoms is happening now, man. And that's how you know we're this damn society is finished, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, "The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight.
Uh-huh.
It says, they have remained in their holes. Their might has fallen.
Uh-huh.
They have became as women."
Right, and America is the weakest military too. All right, a lot of you men in these armies was raised by single mothers. All right, so a lot of you actually are women. All right, with just male parts, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have fallen victim to fucking feminism. All right. And you know who actually tell you, man, to fucking join the army? Your mother,
Their mothers, yeah.
your fucking grandmother.
Yeah, your grandma.
Yeah, bro, my grandmother, she said some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, he ain't in the school, but he can go to the army. I said to myself, I ain't doing that shit. Shit, I'd rather hit these streets. I'm going out here, going to go get my ass blew the fuck up. I knew in my head, but like, no, I ain't joining no fucking army. Fuck that. But the nigga woman, she be the main one pushing that, all right, on the Israelite, man. All right, go to the army. Go ahead.
It says, they have burnt her dwelling
Oh, you can
places.
stop right there.
Okay.
Go back in that article, man.
God.
No, there's more of that.
It says, extremely, it says, I'll read that part over. It says, reading the history of the Roman Empire brings such glaring similarities with our own civilization. It is as if human social dynamics are literally stuck in a cycle that repeats every couple thousand years.
And this is why we always say, if you don't, and this is why we always get on Jake when they say, oh, well, I don't want to learn about slavery, I'm tired of that. And Snoop Dogg was mainstreaming that shit. But anyways, this is why.
Cool.
Yeah, because he's cool, yeah.
Well, he'd have made it.
Yeah.
This is why we always say, if you don't know your past, you will repeat your history.
That's right.
Or something to that effect. I mean, I don't know if I quoted the exact way.
But you don't know your past. You don't know.
You're susceptible to repeat your
future.
Something like that. I don't know.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, if you don't know your, and this is the prime example why. Because it says, can you read that over? It says something.
That's the spirit. Because when you read the scriptures, the Lord, you always repeating things. He says, what? Remember what? Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember this. Remember this. He keep reminding you. Remember this. Remember this.
Look at that generation of
Look
old.
at Hey, that's a learning tool. Everybody knows that you're supposed to repeat. And Jake is the only one that's want to suppress. And that's what Esau's motto is. That happened a long time ago. Get over it. And Jake is buying into that shit, man. I've watched Roots 100 fucking times, man. Because guess what? It keeps that anger. And let me know what my fucking enemy is.
Is that part over again?
Yeah, it says, reading the history of the Roman Empire brings such glaring similarities with our own civilization. It is as if human social dynamics are literally stuck in a cycle that repeats every couple thousand years.
Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, the thing that I've been and the thing which shall be and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Right? So history constantly repeats itself, man.
Exactly.
You know, the Lord, he fucking reincarnated the whole kingdom. he brought Babylon back, Rome back, all right, Libya back, and he put it all in
one. That means this double.
He put it all in one, man.
That's why this place is it's not called America. What is it? It means confusion.
Babylon.
Babylon, yeah, it means Babylon, which means confusion, which means con means what is it? Con means in.
With.
It means with, or con means with, and fuse means all together. You know?
Yeah, they call it America the melting pot.
Melting pot, yeah.
Fuse all together.
I got something right quick. This is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. It says, for whatsoever things was written aforetime was written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. All right, that's why, like the other said, man, we always reference back, to the scriptures of aforetime. What happened. The Lord's always remember Sodom and Gomorrah. Remember about Abraham, about Adam. Remember Lot, the days of Lot, the days of Noah. All constantly reminding us about the past. That's why when Stephen was
cussing those niggas
them out, but he wanted to bring the past up just to show them just basically relate,
basically he was showing, look, this is where y'all went out. You went off on this, and it was just the history, him reiterating the history. It says, man, they say they was cut to the heart.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why he was getting into that history first, to let them know, because they was like, they probably was like, we know about this. But then when he switched, he said, "You devils," and shit, talking about us. That's when they got offended, because they and that's how you know somebody is truly offended when they first agreeing with you, and they okay, you understand, yeah. And then you turn it back on them, like matter of fact, they had it on Facebook, they had it on social media, where they say, if you want to make a person mad, if you want to make a so-called black person mad, say a negative thing and then just put y'all in front of it. And he said, bet you get pissed off. He said, man, these motherfuckers, y'all got roaches. And then he was like, man, oh, wait a minute. You said, y'all, he would get offended, So basically, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
It says, there were two matriarchal, extremely advanced civilizations. One at the end of the Roman Empire 2,000 years ago. One possibly at the end.
What would it say? At the what?
End.
At the end. At the end of the Rome. See, that's the thing, man. At the end of the Rome, which is proving this place is falling, man. Yeah. This place, hey, man, women ruling, being over men, that's actually a great hit to a damn society.
Yes.
All right, because what? The strength is what is actually in them. I'm a woman, all right? But when you read the scriptures, he says, I think it's Esther says, "Thou art a weakened woman."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A woman that's weak. All right, young guy know that's been trampled over. He's horrible, baby. You gotta scoop that bitch up and fucking console her. You know, she's through. You know. Go ahead.
It says, one at the end of the Roman Empire 2,000 years ago, one possibly at the end of Babylon 4,000 years ago. For those who enjoy history, here is a short recap of social changes in Rome 2 millennia ago. Most historians focus on military and political facts, but I find the social aspects just as fascinating. 5th century BC,
Roman civilization is a strong patriarchy. Fathers are liable for the actions of their wife and children and have absolute authority over the family, including the power of life and death. 1st century BC.
Oh, which, hey, if we can, matter of fact, now that you mentioned, I'm gonna get my Zodervans real quick. You look up the word father, all right, in the Zodervans Bible Dictionary, all right. I think it's husband, father, or husband.
Might be husband.
Might be husband. All right. We're going ahead.
It says,
Then also get Genesis 3:16, 1 Corinthians 11 chapter. You know, go ahead.
Yep. It says, 1st century BC, Roman civilization blossoms into the most powerful and advanced civilization in the world. Material wealth is astounding. Citizens do not need to work. The non-slaves, they have running water, baths, and import spices from thousands of miles away. The Romans enjoy the arts and philosophy. They know and appreciate democracy, commerce, science, human rights, animal rights, children rights, and women become emancipated. No fault divorce is enacted and quickly becomes popular by the end of the century. That was the 1st century BC. All right, the first to the 2nd century AD, the family unit is destroyed. Men refuse to marry, and the government tries to revive marriage with a bachelor tax to no avail.
Right. So now we're gonna bring it back today, right? These women, ain't no man, they don't call them to the game, right? Because now the government, they get out of power. Because basically it's a fucking scam, right? So let's say somebody, a man of labor, right? He done made his way in this damn society, right? And y'all fucking get divorced. Guess what? She walks away with, I don't even say half, 75% of your shit. All right? Money in the house. That's basically 75%. Oh, and your kids.
And alimony.
And look, and that's against the Bible. What does the scripture say? If we go into the Lord, it says the woman leave with nothing. Grab that, man.
Hey,
woman leave with nothing, man.
Plus,
all right.
That's another reason why you're getting all these fucking stimulus, and Esau is putting that $300 for a kid, because a lot of JB men are refraining from getting married. They getting their shit together, and brother, hey, I meet more brothers that's investing I have ever met in my life. They're like, man, you invest, man? I said, yeah, I do a little something. Brothers are starting they caught on, man. But see, Esau is trying to equal up. He said they just stop fucking with them nigga woman, man. So he's like, hey, I'm gonna try to keep that like the welfare system. He's trying to keep that up. He's giving these motherfuckers $300 a child for what is it, 6 months?
$250 per
and
child.
also
$250 per child.
A year.
Yeah, I got what's the name?
It's a year signed bill. Starting July, some shit.
They got something, man, from earlier when you was reading Matthew. It's Ecclesiastes 36:25. He said, where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. And he that hath
Hold on, before we go, let me read this.
Go ahead. That's a father.
The word father in the other man's Bible. It says, father. It says, immediate male progenitor. All right. It says in the Hebrew family, all right, which you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're the Hebrews, all right. In the Hebrew family, and that proves now. This is the curses, you know. The whole family structure is broken in America, man. You know?
Hey, and it's only, and like you said, it falls upon the southern kingdom the most, man. because the head is Judah. Because a lot of the Issacharite women, even though they wicked, but they ass be in line, man. They be fucking with they man.
What they man. It says in the Hebrew family, the father had absolute rights over his children.
Mm-hmm.
He could sell them into slavery and have them put to death.
Damn.
Reverence and obedience by children is prescribed from the earliest times. You see? So the man, he had all the power, man. All right? This in this damn society, you don't got no power, man.
Yeah,
all right?
and that put him to death, man. That's because that's why you got these rebellious ass, devil ass children now, man. Because if you like that around your father will fucking put his snatch a knot in your ass, man.
Power is not for women.
Yeah,
all right. That's
yeah.
why when you look up the children of Israel, the word right there is bun.
Yep.
All right. He said, speaking to the sons. All right. Well, there's no power right there with the fucking women, man. You know, it's for the man. Okay. Let me see if any more of this. God, that's it today. But what else?
You call for this. I've been looking for that scripture off and on for like a year.
You know me?
No, I ain't found
What?
If she if the woman leaves, she leave with nothing.
That's Leviticus. Hold on.
I thought it was
Yeah.
one.
How do you do around me?
Well, I got that in Genesis 15.
Hey, but any brothers on the comment board, y'all can find it. Post it for us. You know, that's something I ain't put up.
This is Genesis 3 and 15. He said, "And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed, but between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrows and thy conception in sorrow. Thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband."
Yeah, his desire is not unto yours.
Right.
You supposed to bend towards him, man. All right, you supposed to worship him. All right.
That's why when the woman loses her virginity, you got this thing called clinging.
Mm-hmm.
That's because she is actually calibrating to that particular man.
Yeah.
And what happens is when you give that woman freedom and she has multiple men, she can't calibrate to no one man because she got too many spirits in her. She got too many.
She through.
Yeah.
Oh damn! That goes right. That shit goes right what I read earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's Ecclesiastes 36 and 25.
Yeah, it was one more on that Genesis.
Wow.
Your desire shall be to your husband.
Yeah.
That clingy, you be all clingy.
Yeah. The desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
See, now that's the order that the Lord said. Your husband shall rule over you. And that's why the scripture says, if thou has a daughter, give her to a man of understanding.
Yeah.
Because you gotta be properly ruled over.
Yeah.
You know, because women don't make good decisions all the time. Like I gotta stop my woman from spending money on stuff all the time.
All the time, yeah.
She be like, "Oh, I'm finna buy this $50." I'm like,
You not.
Yeah. No, you're not.
it's funny because recently she was trying to buy me something, and I was like, "How much that cost?" She's like, "Oh, it's $50." I'm like, "Man, nah, that's only worth about $30."
Yeah.
So she was kind of like upset. I'm like, "No bad."
Yeah.
Then a day or two later, she found the same exact thing for $28. I'm like, "Nah, that shit worth $30. You shouldn't be $50."
Yeah. And because they'll spend just because they have it. They don't take it into consideration. Well, I'll wait or I'll shop around. They won't do that. All right. This Sirach 36 and 25. He said, "Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled."
And a hedge is a man.
Mm-hmm.
A hedge is a protection. That's why the
I was
gonna say that's why the scripture says the man shall be a covert and a hiding place from the storm. All right, a man is more a proper man, a righteous man is more than what society has given them credit for.
That's right.
All the little small the little small things that don't get spoken of, that people don't bring out. You know what I'm saying? A man, if people know that a man is there, they'll leave, get robbed. Single women.
Yeah.
Seeing women get their house broken into.
That's right.
Hitting licks, what they call it, hitting licks. People was breaking. Most of them people was breaking into single women homes.
Yeah, and that woman is nurtured up from when she's a baby, a little girl by her dad. And another man knows another man. If she bring a wicked nigga there, man, her daddy can look at her one time and be like, don't bring the nigga back to my house.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then in this society, rebellion is a high thing, man. Oh, girl, shit, don't listen to your daddy, shit. If that's who you like, that's who you get. You know, and that's another thing. Go against the man. Go against your father, man.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, when I was telling people, like, basically about my little sister,
yeah.
I always told, before my sister got with the brother, I always told her I was going to pick a dude for her.
Yeah, right.
And I sat down and talked to her one day when, you know, she was around the age, and it was like, she out there doing this. I said, well, let me talk to her. I say, I got somebody for you. She was like, he probably ugly. I said, see, you worried about the wrong thing.
Right.
I said, what you look for in a man? She couldn't answer. She was I don't know. I never thought about it.
See?
I don't know.
Because she followed another, just follow that, what that Pastor Tar used to call it, just follow that fucking wolf pack, man. Because women used to gang up in packs and just walk around the fucking neighborhood, man.
Yeah, that's what they still do.
Yeah.
And she was young enough to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, but she's like, you know what? I don't know. And I was like, exactly. So now you got this false thing. Oh no, you're young. So you gotta go out there and, you know, experience.
That's a nigga woman.
And I'm just gonna say, that comes from what? The older nigga woman, man. That's why Kevin Service, when them older women call, he fucking hang up on that big spot. They don't fuck with them, man, because they are the destroyer of the young women now, man. You ain't teaching them shit. Use a fucking hoe. Oh, that one lady got on there and said he was roasting the hell out of her ass. The dog was all out. He was roasting the shit out of her. Go ahead and say,
can I read you?
yeah, come on.
So like I ain't gonna cut you off. But based off that, this Titus 2 and 3, it says the aged woman likewise that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
Mm-hmm.
And these aged women ain't in the behavior as becometh holiness. All right. It used to be. You can at a time you can expect an older woman not to act a certain way, not to dress a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be ashamed to be with my mother sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
My mother 50, 51, 52 years old, wearing skin tight jeans.
Yeah.
When, you know, dressing out here looking like, I was calling her Lil Mama.
Yeah.
When she was, I'm like, man, the little singer, little rap. I'm like, come on, man, you dressing like Lil Mama. Jordans and come on, man. We're 51 years old.
Yeah. And you know, that's a mindset. That's a mindset that the Lord has to put you in, man. Because bro, I remember one of the comedians was like, yeah, man, your hip hop card is over when a certain age, bro. And I was already thinking like, yeah, man, I don't fucking wear too many printed shirts.
Yeah.
So I'm an older guy now. I kind of, you know, you dress according to your fucking age, man. You know, you might go wear some Jordans. I wear some Jordans. I'm going to the basketball court. I ain't fucking just going to get a pair of Jordans and walk around in them motherfuckers, man.
Got a polo hat cocked to the left, 55 years old. Come on, man. But
that's the same one to go down and say,
to love their children, and that's written in the scripture because that's something that young women have to be taught. That's stuff that just don't come naturally all the time. Women actually got to be taught. Not yet, like sometimes you see your grandmother tell your mother or your auntie, stop yelling at that boy so much. See what I'm saying? They got to be, those certain little small things got to be said to these women. These women just out here cussing these kids out. I've seen women talking to kids as if they was understanding them. Like this baby, 8 months years old. I was on the phone with this one woman a while ago. She talking to a baby in the background, 7, 8 months. Didn't I tell you that? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's 7, 8 months old. You don't remember what you told it? I told you if you was gonna do this, I was gonna see. No, you have to be taught how to deal with women and even how to deal with your men. And that's another thing that these young women don't got no more. They don't got they don't got patience, and they don't got teachers telling them. Like me and my woman got into it. She called her mother
Her mother say, "You want me to come get you? You want to leave?" Ooh, woo. See, that was that generation. But then she called her grandmother, and her grandmother was basically on my side. Like, no, it don't work like that, baby. See, they don't have to see her grandmother telling her what her mother should be telling her. So the communication is all messed up. You got single women getting advice from other single older women instead of married women. You gotta be taught how to deal with men. Men don't want to talk to you all the time. It says to be discreet, Chaz, keep us at home.
You know what Chase is? Or Chaz, man, not going around fucking, man. Alright? Having your ass all over the internet, man. Alright? And fucking every man's face, man. Alright? That's Chase, man. Alright? And that's why the scriptures say what? Keep a shameless daughter in the house. You know? Because really, man, these, like I was saying earlier, these women are really kids. You know? And that proves, alright, back to the original thing, that proves how America is have morally declined.
Oh, yeah.
Alright? They have morally declined. There's no healing balm for it, man.
Yeah.
It done went too far, man.
Yeah.
Alright? This shit is unfixable, man.
You can't bottle this back up.
It's unfixable, man. Only thing that's left for this place is the nukes, man. Alright? You can't fix it. Alright? It's unfixable.
Yeah. It says to be discreet, Chaz, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands.
Your own husband, all right. Your own. You're supposed to have one man, all right. You're supposed to be obedient to that one man, okay.
Yeah, that's where your value at. It says that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed.
You got these women like back to CameraFi. I want to have value man. Hell, you done sucked off enough high value men, all right. You got a bunch of high value men in your throat, you know. Nobody wants you, man. All right. And that's why man is not getting married, man. Because a lot of you women is just ran through, man. You know. And actually think you actually deserve death, man. All right.
I know my word.
Yo, like the brother Ash. He say, you ain't work for nickel, work for dog meat. All right, you women ain't work for nickel, work for dog meat in this society, man. All right, because your virtue is what it's basically in your
body,
in your body. All right, in your virginity.
Yeah.
All right, that was a big thing, man. That's why you had things called the tokens of your virginity. All right, if a man got with you and you wasn't a virgin, man, you brought shame to your father.
Yeah.
All right, and to your whole household, man. Scripture says what? Because you played the whore in your father's house.
Yeah.
And also messed with him. If you had younger sisters that he wanted to marry off, it would make men double like, well, because your first daughter was a harlot. Now I can't trust the rest of your daughters.
Yeah.
So it's hard for him to get rid of his.
That's money.
That's money, right?
That's money.
It's messing up his name. That's
money.
like you go to a restaurant and say, "Hey, man, this person got roaches." Owner could be like, "Man, what the fuck? Tarnishing my name."
I found it. It was it's Deuteronomy 24:1.
What did it say?
It said, Deuteronomy 24:1. He said, "And when a man hath taken a wife and married her, and it cometh to pass that she finds no favor in his eyes, because he hath found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement." And
While you're dealing with all of this, and
it causes jealousy amongst the kids, because the kids, say one kid father come around, that other kid ain't got no daddy. He gonna be like, he think he better because he gets daddy come around. I done seen that shit in real life.
Yep.
Siblings be fucking boring and shit because they daddy is around, and then the nigga woman fuck around and go, yeah, that's why your daddy ain't shit. He got a daddy. And be telling our kids that shit, man.
and you done ran both of them off.
Damn, bro.
But that was it on that Titus. I'm gonna go back to the article.
Yeah. It's the article.
It says, back to the article, 1st century to 2nd century AD in Rome. The family unit is destroyed. Men refuse to marry, and the government tries to revive marriage with the bachelor tax to no avail. Children are growing up without fathers. Roman women show little interest in raising their own children and frequently use nannies. That's why this babysitter shit is booming. This baby, and then you got women that be off that don't and still don't take care and still don't deal with their kids.
Bro,
These women don't really want to. These women, remember El Dayash? You was saying a while ago you was watching something and you was like every time you hear a woman talk, they say, I was young and dumb, I got kids, and it basically is these women don't want to be mothers.
They don't want to be mothers.
You're trying to find a way to still have that single life with the kids.
Basically run the streets. You know, and that ain't what you supposed to do. Alright? We just read Titus. He keep us at home, man. But you know what? With the devil ruling, alright, and the society falling, you got that liberty to do that, man.
Yeah.
You know? And you ain't never get a husband either.
that's right.
It says the wealth and power of women grows very fast.
Hey, it's like and the truth hurt, man. That's why they hate Kevin Samuels so much, man. Your ass gonna die fucking alone, man.
Been down alone.
They hate that shit, bro.
Yeah, but man, this kind of been messing with me, man. I called my grandmother just to whatever, and her friend told my woman to leave me because I ain't want to get married. They're like, why you ain't get married? Leave them, take your baby and leave.
Because misery loves company.
They two old single women, and they talking about we single because we. And that's how you know they got demons on them.
Yeah.
I called to just have a pleasant conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to revert it back to the pleasantry. But them demons we ain't settling for what we. First of all, y'all old, sickly.
Ain't nobody wants you.
Oh, and we ain't y'all fornicating. And I ain't break off into that. But I'm like, y'all ain't because you can't. What you talking about? You old, you don't settle, you through, you on the shelf. So what is you? I mean, I ain't saying.
I was saying.
I did tell them y'all they ain't because they can't.
Right,
you know, but that's the society. Women got more power. Women got a little money. You know what I'm saying? And now they think. Now they got a voice. Now they think they got a voice to say all of these things, man. But it says, while men become increasingly demotivated and engage in prostitution and vice, prostitution and homosexuality become widespread.
Yeah.
And now, they got the OnlyFans. All right, they used to have what it's called.
World Star Hip Hop.
I mean, all these platforms
basically all these platforms to sell box.
Box, yeah. Craigslist.
Craigslist too.
Yeah.
To sell that nasty used up box. All right.
And then it says vice becomes the norm, which is, and you got a lot of guys vice just going into the things they're into, whether it be drugs, video games. Men's just secluded into themselves, man.
Why you fucking pumping dumps?
Yeah.
Pumping dumps. You like the stock market, you know what I'm saying? Well, you might people pump money into to a different stock to make money, and they pull it out. A lot of you women are fucking pumping dumps, man. Mm-hmm. All right. And that's all you got valued as. You're pumping dump.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says 3rd, 4th century AD, a moral and demographic collapse takes place.
Mm-hmm.
Roman population declines due to below replacement birth rate. Right? And now you got more and more people are opting to have less kids and no kids because they want to party. Yeah. They want their money to kick.
People have vasectomies.
Yep.
And they tubes tied.
Hysterectomies.
Killing the shit out of the nation.
Yeah.
Abortions. Morning after.
Yeah, morning after pill.
You got women waiting to 30 plus to have kids.
Madness.
And having all these got to take all these vitamins. Kids coming out. You know the increased chances of the baby coming out deformed and Down syndrome and not making it.
Especially after 35.
Yeah, with the geriatric pregnancy.
Because look, a man can be in his prime all the way to his 50s. I was just reading the other day.
Yeah.
All right, you women, you start declining between like
30, 35.
quicker than that.
Damn.
But between like 25 to about 35, that's when they start declining, man.
Yeah.
Mainly, I think it was maybe age like 27. That's when they really start declining.
And it's even worse now because of the food.
But I already said, as long as men work out, stay active, we stay in our prime, man. Until we basically in our 50s, man.
Yeah, man.
And look, and if you actually watch sports, and bodybuilding and football, them guys that work out that's actually in the bodybuilding, right? Like that Dexter Jackson, right? He's a fucking professional. He bodybuild all the way into his 50s.
Yeah.
All right. But he was lifting that arm and working out, man. You women, once you touch the 30s, man, if you're not taking care of yourself, all right. Basically, and another thing, our muscles, it don't fully develop until we like 34, 35. we still developing.
Yeah.
They stop developing. All right, once they get into their 20s,
Yeah.
So my worth, bitch. Your worth is over at 27.
Yeah, that's why younger women was getting married to older men.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And also that proves also because women mature faster than men. I remember being in school. Hey, was already in slow dance and shit. I was like, shit, this bitch got titties and shit. I was scared of that shit.
Right, because they were supposed to get married
That's
off.
what she's supposed to get married off. Right.
Go ahead.
It says a moral and demographic collapse takes place. Roman population declines due to below replacement birth rate. Vice and massive corruption are rampant. While the newborn Catholic religion is gaining power, it becomes the religion of the empire in 380 AD. There is extreme economic, political, and military instability.
That sound like now.
Yeah.
That sound like now.
It
All right. Economic and what? Unstable. All right. Military, man. Because right now the economy is fucked up. All right. And the military is just scattered all over the place right now, man. All right. Go ahead.
It says there are 25 successive emperors in half a century. Many end up assassinated. The empire is ungovernable and on the brink of civil war.
Mm-hmm.
It says regarding the Babylonian civilization, 2000 BC,
So when you read Isaiah 14, it says, "Thou become weak as weak."
I was just thinking.
Part of you being weak, all right, is what you put a woman in power.
Yeah.
All right. All right. When it says when it speaks about the worm, all right, part of that worm, it's just not talking about the damn infrastructure.
Right.
It's talking about the whole morality of this place, man. The earth is the foul. The earth is the foul under the inhabitants thereof, man. All right, it's talking about the whole setup of this place, man. It's being ate up at all angles, man. Whether it's the family, whether it's the whole culture whether it's the whole culture of this place. All right, it's being attacked, man. All right. The Lord is just eating at this place, man. Hell, matter of fact, I'm just looking at something. It says America beat the Chinese in math. But guess who's the fucking math students?
Who, Jake?
Jake!
No, Chinese.
Oh, Chinese.
It was fried. I said, man.
Chinese Americans.
Chinese Americans. Not an American, not a Negro, not a so-called Caucasian, but it's just some other fucking Chinese.
That's crazy.
I said, that's tweaked out, man. But that proves this place is fucking done, bro.
You took these people from their nation and adopted them.
For BTO.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, man.
It's Isaiah 14:5. It says, Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. And basically everything that's happening right now is when you deal with English, you got something called the denouement, and that's Latin for the resolution. Like you got the climax, And right before the resolution, we living in the climax right now. The resolution is the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, the climax is basically the climax is the build up.
Yeah.
That's another word for the
build up. and before every great civilization was destroyed, this is what happened. And the great kingdoms that's likened unto America is Rome and Babylon and Egypt too. But many times, especially in Revelation, it speaks about Babylon, and it's going into Babylon in the next part of the article. It says regarding the Babylonian civilization, 2000 BC, we have relatively few records, but we do know that they had a very advanced civilization because we found their legislative code written down on stone tablets. They had child support laws, which seems to indicate that there was a family breakdown.
Damn.
And they collapsed presumably due to a moral breakdown, figuratively represented in the Bible as the Tower of Babel, which was inspired by a real tower.
Yeah, I got actually a book that's actually said, I forgot the name of it, but it's actually, that was deliberately done, man. It was deliberately done by Esau, man.
Yeah, Finkelstein said it.
Yeah, I got that book. It's
because Esau know what to attack.
He know what to attack.
It's in the scriptures.
Families,
all right,
Oh, yeah,
all the way from the beginning, Genesis 3 and 16.
Yeah.
The Lord he speaks about the family structure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was it.
So, of course, the devil would do what the devil do.
Yeah.
Well, I know if this the order, I'm going to attack
Discord.
this.
Yeah.
You know,
Disruptive.
he know this the book, man.
Yeah.
Was it Eli?
Yeah, but Eli, yeah.
They'll believe it if it's coming from the book.
Yeah.
That's
why
See, but this devil, he's constantly attacking the book.
Yeah, that's why the Christianity religion was so deceivable, because they was coming out of the book, even though they was deceiving the shit out of people, but they was coming out of the book. Go ahead, folks.
This is Psalm 64 and 5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter.
Mm-hmm.
They commune of laying snares privily.
Mm-hmm.
They say, who shall see them? They search out, and what's Isaiah 25 and 7 says, the Lord shall remove the covering cast over all nations. So now we know why all these things happen. See, you tried to operate, the so-called white man Esau, you tried to operate as the good guy. Yeah. You've been throwing rocks, hiding your hand all this whole time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now we know that
They got a back pocket full of rocks.
boulders, hailstones the size as tennis balls.
He got small rocks, big rocks.
Yeah. He hit you with them big rocks, then you catch you. I'll hit you with some small ones. Try to,
They ain't be that bad.
Yeah. It says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because why? They constantly searching in the scriptures, all right? Basically, these devils, they search the scriptures on how to go against the Lord, man. That's what they did, man.
Exactly.
But it really goes back to those so-called Jews, man, fake Jews, all right? But they supposed to be the people of the Lord.
I think they push all that wickedness to a high degree. Like,
But behind the scenes, these devils, they do what devils do, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gabar.
I said they push all that stuff against the law at a high degree. Women being independent, women doing what they want, picking there's multiple genders, shit like that.
Yeah. All that shit
all that abominable shit that's against the scriptures, they push it to high degree.
Fucking so-called Jews. That's all Amalek fucking doing, man. All Amalek fucking doing.
Yeah.
You fucking Khazars, man.
Yeah.
They don't just put it out there and just let the society just. No, they put it out there, then they push it heavily. Put it on all the programs, give it a month. Just a constant push.
Amalek.
It's at a constant push. Regular people feel like, is it me, or does it feel like they're like just trying to shove this down our throat?
But people are saying that.
They say it.
Why they pushing this shit so
Like,
hard, man?
since the shit is so motherfucking, so it's supposed to help you, you don't have to push something that's good.
Right.
You ain't gotta push it.
Don't
It's
put it out there,
what
let
is
it
that?
go first.
What my man said for that movie, he said, man, this shit sells itself. You know what I'm saying? I got what you got?
I got more in the article.
Okay, come on.
It says,
Well, let me go and get this.
okay.
This is 2 Corinthians 11 and 13. He said, for such as false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Mashiach.
Right, talking about you Edomites, man.
Yep.
Starting with Amalek, all right?
Yep.
Which is the so-called Caucasian race, all right?
Yeah, I was just telling the brother about this. I told him, I said, you got the Lord, the spiritual side on the right side.
Word manifest can go into the word evident, you know, when it says the children of they're going manifest, and it's evident.
Yeah.
You know, just see who you can't talk about, and see what type of these people that you can't talk about, and see the type of agenda that they're
Yeah,
pushing.
and look at their deeds, man.
And look at their deeds.
And go through their history.
That's what I did with him. I told him, I said, well, who's the reason why your country is going through what it's going through? I said, who's the reason it got us over here where we can't even leave and killing us while we over here? I said, who's the reason what Puerto Rico was going through what it's going through? And he was just like, man, like, damn. He got it like he's like, yeah,
it ain't hard to see.
Yeah, it ain't hard to see. That's why
It's fucking hard to see.
people gonna say,
Man, these niggas in fucking America, man. You American niggas? Man, you the fucking worst, man. You niggas over here in America, man. I see why the Lord is gonna kill you niggas over here, man.
yeah.
Man, you too dumb for your own fucking good, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's finish that article. We about to close. Read a little bit
It
more.
says 1700 to 1920 America. It says the family unit is essentially father knows best, and exploiting women is considered the height of shameful behavior.
Hey, and at that time, Fathers Knows Best was on, and that's about the same time that the black exploitation movies was out. Because their Fathers Knows Best was on TV constantly, but you had the Mac and shit like that at the theaters. Jake was storming to that shit because they was breaking down the black family structure there.
And you know what? Esau know that it takes about 15 to 20 years to change the morality of a society.
Right.
So that movie Sweetback, right?
Yeah.
My dude mama, like years ago, she was telling me about it. I never seen it.
Yeah.
But she was telling me about it. In her generation, they was like, you know, they want to see it.
Yeah.
And she was like, they took their mother to see it, and their mother was so mad. Like their mother was not. Like their mother was mad. And this said that was around like the 60s and 70s or something like that.
Yeah.
But this around the 1920s, it says exploiting women is considered the height of shameful behavior, even if it is done by the woman herself.
Hey, the movie Coffee. They had Pam Grier. She was a cop, fucking kung fu expert. She was beating up. And guess what? Got with an Edomite in one of the fucking movies. Man.
For real?
Hell yeah. Shit, popping the shit out of her ass, bro. I think that was on her first movie when she showed her breast. Degraded the fuck out of Eve, man. Go ahead,
It
bro.
said women were placed on a higher pedestal, not like now, but more was expected of women. It says she was expected to use her mind and have class. Men valued and respected her. Any man who didn't was quickly isolated from the community.
Niggas, man.
Yeah.
No ways ain't equal.
He set a way, all right. He set a way for you to get out of every jam, even if it's bad death.
Yeah.
If you was a homo, death.
Yep.
That's your way out.
That's your way out. Shit.
You know, man, that's just the way it is, man.
Man,
We're gonna get that. We about to close up, man.
Okay. Is that 18 Ezekiel?
I think so.